and welcome back to my MPEG Monday series, where each week until the end of elections, I'll post a little video. And reminder, I'm on Zoom every Sunday evening till the end of elections, 5 to 7 p.m. PST, to answer questions or concerns if you have them. I also have a campaign website that's now live, with a full list of my goals, my track record, my videos, endorsements, and more. Check it out, ShiranCarolyn.com. This video is going to be a little different than the other ones. Now, I've received pretty wide support for my campaign so far, and it's been pretty heartening. But we're not out of the woods yet. We all know what happens when we think we know how an election will go and get overly confident. So if you believe in me for the positions, don't just assume that I have it in the bag. Tell people. Not everyone knows about me or my platform, or is even aware about MPEG elections. So your outreach could go a long way. I wanted to address some counter-arguments I've either heard or I imagine is being said out there. I think these arguments are worth talking about. So let's do it. The VP needs to support the President and National Executive Director in a somewhat subservient role in these difficult times. This argument is like saying that an editor who collaborates with a director to find issues and solve them to make the director's overall vision better is somehow a bad editor because they're not subservient and just doing whatever the director says and pushing buttons. Ridiculous, right? Both worlds are collaborative in nature and are a team effort. The director wants their vision to resonate with the viewers, and MPEG leadership wants the direction of MPEG to resonate with members. All of us want to build a more perfect, stronger union, and of course we should collaborate on that vision together. Supporting the President and the National Executive Director also means making sure that their efforts align with what members need and want, so that we're all set up for success. And both of these people listen and adapt. None of them want a VP who's subservient. It may be that someone saw me disagreeing in a board meeting and saw that as some act of rebellion, when actually that's the whole point of board meetings, to discuss things together and make the overall effort as strong as possible. And don't worry, I've also fully supported and collaborated with both our President and our National Executive Director behind the scenes in ways that people will never know about. Support comes in many forms. Other people have also disagreed with me, made me adapt, and made my effort overall stronger, and for that I'm grateful. That is what we need, especially in these difficult times. Otherwise, just sitting there and nodding all the time, it's a waste of the VP position. You don't have the pedigree or the awards or credits. Okay, this is a fun one. You want me to tell you a little secret? Come here.
Personal craft achievements of board members have zero to do with them being effective and getting shit done for their members.
Now I can talk about being nominated for an Eddie with an indie film. I could talk about editing a hit show for 2 seasons. I have craft accomplishments. Good for me. But that has zero to do with being a good VP and getting stuff done for the members. Sure, we have plenty of very successful, very talented members on the board, and those perspectives are valuable too. But we represent the membership, many of whom may not have awards or fancy prestige credits. Many of them might not even be able to negotiate above our contracts. My relevant credits, it's not my IMDb list. It's the things I've done on the board for members. I put this list on my website, ShiranCarolyn.com. You're too pushy. Look, this position, it's not for the faint of heart. To truly get things done, persistence is required. You get knocked down, you learn, you adapt, you stand back up. Otherwise, efforts, ideas, initiatives, they just die on the vine. If I weren't pushy about the hardship fund for over a year, it simply wouldn't exist. Of course, not following up would yield shorter board meetings, but that's not what we're here for. And of course, everything should happen within reason. Revisiting something should be done in a concise way that's considerate to people's time. But also, sometimes, and this may come as a surprise to some people, I'll bring things up, they get voted down, we move on, and that's okay. Check out the endorsements page on my website to see how other people perceive this pushiness. I don't like some of the things you bring to the board, and they don't affect most people. So I would ask this person, have you surveyed the membership or are you guessing? If someone comes to me about a policy, I find more often than not that other people have also dealt with this issue and just never said anything. And sometimes the issues that I hear about can be dealt with the staff or other means. But if it's a policy issue, it has to go to the board. And who said it has to affect most members in order to be brought up anyway? Aren't we supposed to look out for all minorities, no matter who they are? If a board policy is unfair and needs revision, even if it only affects a few people, then the board should re-examine it. And I might not even agree with the thing, but if members come to me about a board policy, as their representative, it's my obligation to address it and perhaps bring it up. Now for what you should know. If you're lucky enough to still have MPI insurance, you should check out the Active and Fit program. It's where you can choose a gym from a bunch of different companies and get a membership for only $28 a month. No contract. It includes places like Gold, LA Fitness, 24 Hour Fitness, Planet Fitness, Crunch, and other places, so check it out. That's all for now. Solidarity forever. See you next time.